Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name's Vac, and we're here today to play some Marvel Strike Force. So come on in, chill out, settle down, put on your favorite music, whatever you like, and let's get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
So welcome to Mortytown TV. Come on in. We're going to just go through our regular range of stuff today. We're going to get some Dark Dimension 3 in. We're going to get raids. We're going to get blitzes. We're going to do all that. Yada, yada, yada. So we just won a very close and exciting war. I'm pretty happy with most of my Mortys. I feel like some of them are loafing on us, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So we're going to knock out our challenges here. It's an ever constant evolution, I find, when running an alliance. Right? People fall off, new people come in. This is the way of things. At least now I have a second alliance that I can, if people are not performing well enough, I'm going to start moving people down. That's what's going to happen. I'm not going to kick you out of the family, but you're going to have to go down to the kids' table if you can't keep up. And honestly, I could use the help leveling that sucker. So we're not turning away any free agents at this point. We still need, I got people dropping out from inactivity and Morty Juniors every day. That's new players, right? New players, when you're bringing in these new guys that are under 1 million TCP, some of them are going to stick and some of them ain't. And that's just kind of the way that works. So if you're a younger player, you're 4 million TCP or below, and you'd like to consider joining the Mortytown family, you can join our Discord in the link below. And there is a channel there called Morty Mart where you can apply to join the fam, or you can just hit me up with a direct message of some sort. That'll get it done too. So let's see now. The first thing we want to do is go spend our campaign energy. Somewhere around here are isomers. I knew it. And that should leave us just enough to go over here to villains. And grab something nice and juicy. Damage catalysts are a thought. That looks like a winner. Grab 3 of those. I think that should get my daily rewards turned in. All right, and now the big energy expenditure of the morning. We're at the 600 cores that I spend every day on energy. To be economical, I don't want to spend 1,200 cores a day. I am putting these 600 cores into Squirrel Girl's event because, I mean, you know, it's not like the energy wouldn't do me good in the campaign nodes, but I've got a good collection of T4 gear since finishing DD3, and I'm pretty well on my way to the next one, the next batch of it. So I can slack off that for a little while and get Squirrel Girl, right? Is basically my thinking here. Mostly what's holding me back on leveling characters to T14 is mini uniques, right? So I'm just letting all this other stuff accumulate, all these catalysts, etc. We have more superior basics right now than we have ever had. That is a fact. That's superior basics have been gating me for a long time, and then I look at that 3,000 that I have now, and I'm like, can that be real? That's not real. Doesn't look like a real number. All right. So that's energy out of the way. Let's go farm the store. Pretty much the 2 places to start the day. Oh, more marrow. We'll buy that. But what I'm really looking for right now, what's holding me up, is molecular scans. Paul, what's going on, man? Good performance in the war today. I see you. I see you. You were the defensive standout for sure. All right, let's see here. I guess I'm gonna get that arcane magic. None of those characters are high on the old priority list, but we'll grab it. All right, so 79 red star orbs. Hopefully we're gonna get to open them soon. We're saving them for Emma Frost. And then we'll probably save up after that for Doc Ock. Gold orbs, we'll take them. Not like dying for gold right now, but we're getting, you know, it's always something you want more of. Gold and training mats is two very common gating mechanisms in this game. Usually if you have a bunch of one, you're out of the other, is usually how that works. I will occasionally just get lazy and let both accumulate for a month or two and then just go on a big spending spree. But I am slowly but surely running out of characters to level. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. No upgrades to buy. I'm looking forward to we can throw all these elites in there into the mix. Hopefully get enough to get ourselves an Elite 6, and then who knows, hell, maybe we'll push an Elite 7 one of these days. I have gotten a couple of Elite 6s that were dupes, as you can see, and I think a couple more. You know, we'll probably be there. It only takes 2,500 shards, so we're almost halfway there. Gian, how the hell are you, sir? It's good to see you. Welcome back to the stream. All right, so we've got 5 now of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to open an orange biogear orb and hope that we get some molecular scans, because that's what's holding me off from leveling Venom, which I would very much like to do before I get back to the city phase. And no, we got some more marrow extract. Well, we got some isomers, so we'll take that. And we'll just save up for the next one. I mean, it's so disappointing, that store, but at least, I mean, that was a currency that basically meant nothing to me for the longest time before this, so. Sweet 16 plus 20, I understand that. I am exactly Sweet 16 plus 30. So anyway, let's see here. We've got Arena Raids, Blitz, Donation, all of that. Well, that's cool, man. I hope you had a very happy birthday. We're not doing Arena, I guess. I'm still sitting at second. I had limited amounts of streaming yesterday. I didn't make the morning session because I went into work early, and I only streamed about an hour, hour and a half last night. I wasn't feeling the greatest. It was a long day at the factory. But we kept the war going. We did our part. I'm still keeping myself, I feel like I'm not doing my part if if I'm not keeping myself in this top 3 here on World Warrior. Although Oliva and Nate, and a lot of times too, really make it difficult on me. But and Spawn's also usually up there in that top 3 or 4. Twerp up there a lot. And so I'm up there right now just because, you know, all that damn blitzing that I've been doing. But I like to see that I got so many active hustling Mortys. All right, so RNG didn't care about your birthday, right? Yeah, that's the way of things. That's gambling for you, man. That's gambling for you. I wouldn't suggest anybody go to Vegas for their birthday. All right. Little milestone action. And it does look like there's some raid orbs to pick up, doesn't it? just more nothing, but it's now not nothing anymore. Now it's going toward those Ultimus orbs, as meager as they might be in reward. So let's go ahead and, before we get to Dark Dimension, let's knock out some raiding. 15 minutes left on this. We're over 60, so we'll just chill on that. We'll come back in a second. I will jump into this one, take the inside lane, and do the city lanes. All right, for this global, we'll let our trusty old raid team of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, how good have they been for so long. Such a solid team. Every node in Dark Dimension 3 annoys me. Like pretty much all of them. I hate the whole game mode. I didn't like 1 or 2 either, so, you know, it's just really not my style. Long, grindy fights, even short, grindy fights that I just lose over and over every day. Still really not any better. Yeah. They took what was already bad for grinding out hours of play. You know how long it would take you to get through some nodes in Dark Dimension 2? S.H.I.E.L.D's such a pain in the butt to get through, I know. Alright, so now we can swap over to our city team. Goes a little quicker. Just as reliable on the sustain. There we go. All right. Might as well start on Miss Marvel. She's just going to taunt us off anyway. And this early into the lane, this is not going to slow us up very much. Nice and quick. That's what we're looking for. I'd rather spend more time loading than fighting. Oh, it's not quite true, but still. So hello, if you're just joining us. Welcome to Mortytown TV. My name is Vac. Come on in, make yourself at home. We're playing some Marvel Strike Force, although you probably knew that if you found your way here. So, you know, chill out, get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
So we're just auto-playing through some Greek raids right now. Getting our daily due for the Alliance knocked out. If you're new here, I run in the Mortytown cluster of alliances. Our head alliance is the Mortytown Locos, which I've been running for about 2 years now. I think I was about 3 months into the game when we formed it. My brother and some real life friends. Well, make that money, Thomas, man. Shit, you got stuff to do, you know, trips to take, Funko Pops to buy. Like, man, get out there and do it, dog. I get it. Soccer game, that actually sounds kind of fun. Are you into the sport at all? I know you give me hell about football. So I assume you're into football, but it's probably not one of your teams, right? You're just working. Well, get that money, Mr. Sander. We're behind you, sir. We'll be here when you get back. You might have to catch me in the morning for the rest of the week. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any streams in the evening, your time, after this one. I'm working. I picked up some overtime to work this week myself. Extra shifts in the factory. They're dying in there, man. They got so many people going out because of COVID. And even if it's just somebody who thinks they might have caught it, you know, one guy comes in and has it, and then everybody that was around him has to go get tested, and that takes 3, 4, 5 days. And so because of that, they're having serious problems filling out the shifts. So I'm just trying to get some of that easy overtime. After putting me out of work for a month and a half, it's a nice turnaround that now COVID-19 is making me money. Oh, all right, so you're traveling with your hometown team. Well, that's not bad. I mean, hell, even if you're not totally into it, you can kind of enjoy that kind of group effort. I mean, focus on the job, obviously, but still, I hope you have a good time, is what I'm saying, Thomas. All right. We'll come back to Ultimus here in a bit. Let's go ahead and knock out Dark Dimension 3. I think I'm on timer for donation. Let's check. Yep, 10 hours. Peace out, my brother. Hope you have a good time. Don't have to deal with any drunk soccer hooligans. I hear that's a thing out there. I don't know. We just have LSU fans. All right. Like, if there's any American football fanship that resembles what people talk of when they say soccer hooligans, I mean, surely it's LSU, right? I mean, great football team, many years. Don't get me wrong. Their fans are notoriously punchy. All right. Looks like a good start. Nope. No, it doesn't. That looks like a good start. All right, what are we looking at here? I've forgotten. Oh yeah, it was a whole bunch of pain and suffering. All right, we'll flood the field a little bit. I'm really not wanting to kill her. I'm wanting to clone her. But she's going to take it out of my hands. There we go. Yeah, this might work out. Maybe not. That might destroy all of us. We did okay with it. We actually did okay with it. All right, so now we got to go after Dark Phoenix now, right? Ouch. And then my clone Phoenix, there we go. Yeah, I know, but I mean, there's nothing I can do. Let's see now. We can get the clone in on that action. There we go. Now Iron Fist. Let me go ahead and protect so they can attack. Just hold them off for a turn or two, Colossus. You're doing great. There you go. Kill that clone. Too much defender goodness out here, man. They're all synergizing with each other. A lot of healing. So I do need to get the Iron Fist and the Shuri out of the equation. JJ is screwing me up pretty good too, don't get me wrong. But one thing at a time, am I right? Alright, so let's swap in Yo-Yo there. Let's swap in Coulson there. It's going to be forever before he can clone again. So he's kind of just more of a dead weight at this point. We'll get him back in there tomorrow and build him back up to a clone. All right. That is the second Iron Fist. I killed the first one. Yeah, I'm not worried about the cross Iron Fist. It's just the Iron Fist JJ Luke Cage thing that's got me worried right now. Plus with a Shuri behind them, it really complicates things. So there's still going to be a lot of cross healing here. And there's not a lot I can do about it. I might want to just go ahead and get the Shuri out of here. Okay, so I got some time to play with then. Then we should definitely focus Shuri. That'll help. That will help even more. There we go. I can live with the energy generation from these two JJs if I can just get these damn healers out of here. Little defense up, plus a yo-yo, we're doing all right. Nope. Not summoning, that'll summon a protector and invalidate Yo-Yo. So we hold off on that until either Yo-Yo dies or maybe next attack. That's it. Keep that DPS shelling. Yeah. Alright, now maybe we'll flood the field here. Just try to keep this going another turn. Because like you said, I do not want to give Iron Fist a chance to heal up. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Lovely. Kept her alive long enough to get around to another special. Let's see. Can I stomach a third? Say if I just went with let's go with that. Good morning, Mr. Brunk. Welcome to the stream, sir. Nice to see you, David. Nice to see you, my glip glop.
Wubba lubba dub dub!
All right, so there's the drop. All right, so now we've got a lot more DPS on the field and a few tanks. I'm still feeling like JJ is our best bet. But with all of these, all of these damn killmongers on the field, there's going to be a lot more face planting now. But we can still get it done the old-fashioned way with some Phoenix stuff. We can keep her alive long enough to get her to her ultimate. Maybe, maybe. Nah, so close. Oh well, not in the cards today. Tomorrow though. We'll get them tomorrow. That actually was not terrible progress for the day. So off we go. It's not something I try to spend too much of my time focusing on. It just costs me money when I do. And the rewards are no better for doing that. So let's see here. What do we got now? We got... yeah, that's what we were just finishing up some Dark Dimension 3. So, I got some orbs to open, and then we got a U7 raid we need to go start. Pretty thrilling war victory this morning. I mean, it was down to the last second. I mean, there was 20 seconds left on the clock, I think, when we pulled ahead. It was back and forth several times there in that last 15 minutes. So pretty exciting finish. Pretty exciting finish. Oh yeah, we got some hustlers that pulled it out for sure. We had some people that were awake that saw that this was the time to maybe spend a little bit of blitz credits and get this thing pushed over the edge, and they did a great job. Always good to get a victory. Always good to get a victory. The losses are nice rewards too, but the victories are better, right? We all know that. Hopefully, yeah, when I get the Cosmic, I can really pick up speed. You're right, because I can use that Black Order team, which did exceptionally well in the first 5 nodes, I have to say. Cleared the whole first node by themselves in one shot. Like, that was like, oh my God, what is happening here? So you're probably right about that, Gian, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So, all right, so now that we're done with that, we need to head up into Alliance raids and see about starting this sucker. Or are we short? No, we got enough. Really caught me by surprise, David. I know that. I was with the time I had on the first time through. I was not expecting that. As good as that team performs in Arena, I really still didn't see that coming. And now I got them a little tighter now. They're a little better now, so we'll see how they do. We've added some red stars to the team since that first node. and got a 6 red star Cull Obsidian. So with all of that's going to be adding damage to all of his retaliation and counterattacks. And I'm looking forward to seeing how that adds to our DPS. Oh, as far as other cosmic tombs, Gian, I have, let's see here. I leaned really heavy on the first run on Minerva. I had Thanos on that first run, but I used him kind of classically as a tank to give energy to Minerva. Star-Lord on the other side. And Star-Lord does die pretty quick in there. It's undeniable. But he still does his job. He generates energy. That's what I got him there for, you know. It's mostly about Minerva, right? Just milk Minerva. When I got a Captain Marvel that's ready to go, I'd have to look. I think there's a few more, like Black Bolt, right? So I got enough to make a few teams, at least 2, probably closer to 3. So we'll have a lot of teams that we can throw in there every day and make some progress with, and that's helpful as well. When you're not just focused all on one team and refreshing them, like, you know, if you have numbers to throw at these nodes, that helps. And what I did not have on that first run through was the full Black Order, though. So 23 flaming burritos. Well, you'll get there, man, but I know that pain, dude. I've done my share of store farming. And orb farming, and all the farming. Generally mini uniques holding me up. That's probably a good idea. When I started seeing that I was close to getting city open and I had 0 city characters ready to go, I did the same thing. I slacked off a little bit. You know, like, okay, well, there's no need to rush into this because I'm not ready yet. Yeah, I got them both the hard way. Or I guess maybe in some cases the easy way, because I bought Minerva offers. I didn't bother farming Minerva out of orbs. I mean, I did to some extent, but mostly I just bought offers when they showed up and got her to 7 stars that way. Captain Marvel, I went in hard on her milestone events, and I got a lot of her shards that way. But I made up the difference with a little cashola. Because that's a great character, right? I mean, at one time, she was very necessary in Arena. Sounds good, Paul. She's incredible. Nope. I hear people saying, like, oh, you shouldn't raise her past 5 spread stars because then she just gets hard to kill. And I'm thinking, you know, like, I have never lost a match because she was hard to kill. Never, ever, ever in my life. If she doesn't die, it's because we're stomping the dog snot out of them. That's how that seems to always happen with me. Like, she has the tools she needs to get attention on herself. She can stealth the whole team. You know, when the tank taunts, she taunts. So it's like she's out there, she's getting hit. I mean, it's like I don't understand that logic. Started playing during the Captain Marvel milestones. I don't even know what day I'm on. It was 700 something last I looked. But I don't pay a whole lot of attention to it. Like, I'm not one of the first wave of players. You know, Casino Valley, all those guys were playing in the beta. Got more days played than me. Me personally, I started, I think, like, second week that the game was open from release. And all those guys, man, all those guys were way ahead of me in total collection power and everything. And I was working my butt off until I figured out how to, okay, the energy's where I want to be spending my money. And, I started kind of coming up with formulating a plan on how I was going to whale out for this game, because I knew I wanted to be a paying customer. It just was how much am I going to pay and where am I going to apply that money? Because, it's not the same as just like signing up for a subscription, like a lot of games, right? Now you're going to spend money on this game. Not only do you need to decide how much you're willing to spend, you need to decide how you're going to spend it. Like, that's a big decision. So once I got all that figured out, I started making good gains, and I still kind of felt like I was, swimming upstream. Like, everything was hard. I was behind the meta, and then over time, it felt like the current shifted, and all of a sudden it was at my back, and everything just started getting crazy easy. Yeah, I think I've passed all of them now. I think I'm a little bit ahead of Casino, not very much. Will the Bomb, how you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the stream, man. Nice to see you, my glip glop. Well, David, it's not like I haven't splurged. I don't mean to imply that. I had some people get very angry about my wailing out on a budget video, and they were like, "There's no way you got where you are by just buying energy." And I was like, I didn't really claim that, but it does help. Like, that's where you should start. Is all I'm saying. Yeah, I definitely splurged, right? I'll freely admit I spent more than $1,000 on Black Order. Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely, Paul. Will, I would say right now the best character in Marvel Strike Force is Empowered Thanos. But followed closely by characters like Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Phoenix, etc. Symbiote Spider-Man definitely would have to be on that list now. But Empowered Thanos is the most overpowered thing in the game right now. It is, so that's basically a whole team, because you don't get an Empowered Thanos unless you have a full Black Order. But that full Black Order together is the most devastating combination of characters in the game. And that's pretty much what runs Arena, right? That's how you can tell the best thing in the game right now is whatever is beating other players in 5v5s. And that's Black Order at this moment. There are teams you can put together that can beat Black Order teams, can even punch up a little on a Black Order team, even a lot on a Black Order team. There is no great defense right now. But of the offenses, Black Order is the best. Don't get me wrong, I don't mean to imply there are no good defense teams. Clearly, there are plenty of teams that are designed just for war defense, and they're good at that job. But when it comes to just straight 5v5 and Arena, it's an offensive game right now, right? There's nothing you're going to be able to put into that defensive spot that people aren't going to figure out how to beat. And that does include that Black Order team. Although I have found that since I got my Black Order above 500k, I get attacked a lot less. Right, I'm not the Black Order they're looking to punch up on. So mostly I get hit by guys who also have 450k plus Black Order teams, and so they can get out there and tangle with me and take me down, no doubt. So it very much becomes about, in Arena at least, it's all about being there for that last 10 minutes or so before the rewards are calculated. And getting yourself into position to where you want to be. All right, so Ultimus is done for the moment. So let's do a few blitzes. We'll run a short. I'm up to 560 on this team. I'm gonna get Proxima to 6 red stars next, or Maw, whoever pops up first. But the thought I have now is that I'm gonna take the upgrade tokens from Dark Dimension 3 and I'll put them into these 2 characters, which should push this team right up around 580. That's love it. Can't wait to see how that looks in action. Exactly, David. That's the time to push, man. That's the time to push, especially if you're up in that top 5. I mean, it's always good to push as much as you can right before the reset, just to get the highest possible position. Sometimes it's you want to make some educated guessing on slingshotting. What I do is I log in, and wherever I'm at, usually in that top 5 somewhere, I attack that number 1 guy. If somebody's got him tied up, then I peel back and I attack the number 2 guy. And sometimes attacking the number 2 guy, by the time you get him beat, he's beat the number 1 guy, and you slingshot up the number 1. So all you can do is make your best educated guess. But if your off day means that you're getting 2nd or 3rd place, then you're in pretty good shape. First whale problems. You can join the fight again, Deadpool. All right, never mind. Go away. It's all a progression, David. You just work your way up, bud. I was the same way, right? I actually had I kind of fluctuated, right? Like early in the game when I was in a newbie arena shard, I came in, I was wailing enough that I got ahead of everybody, right? And I was kind of running my noob arena shard pretty handily with what was at the time the meta team, which was like Captain America, Quake, Yondu. It was all the crossbones. It was like all about doing a lot of AE damage to the enemy. It's very much like the power armor team that we have today. Of course, not as good on synergies or anything really, but still at the time that was the team. You brought Black Widow in to speed everybody up, and that was the team, right? And the whole arena meta was all about can I kill your crossbones before he blows up and get mine to blow up against you? That was how you won. And it's totally different these days, right? But that was the one there. And then as the meta shifted, I didn't always stay ahead of it. And so there came a time when we merged into new arena shards and new people started showing up that were contending with me, and I got behind the meta, and I fell back from being a top 5 guy to being top 100 at best. And then over time, I worked my way back up again using a Mr. Sinister Black Bolt Yo-Yo team, that worked out really well for me. And I stayed in the top rankings with that for a long time until Black Order came out, and I was like, all right, I'm going to stay ahead of this meta. I'm getting this team. What's up, Swole? Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here? That's what I get. Shield just does. I need to move them farther down the list. They're not as great in blitz as they used to be. Some of these Gear 15 teams, they can't wear through them. They don't have the DPS. It's whatever. I don't necessarily need War Machine shards. I definitively don't, in fact, but at least it's not nothing now. So we can definitely get our daily done. And it never hurts to jack up the old World Warrior score. Although at this particular moment we're done, so it doesn't help either. But it's always a good habit to get in. What are we at here? A piddly 2 million. Man, that AI kicked my butt, man. You just outdrafted me, Swole. There's no getting around it. You just outdrafted me. And that Punisher didn't turn out to be too bad. I don't know why it auto-selected Punisher. I got no idea, but pretty much. All right, let's see here. I sometimes want to turn the sound back on just to hear Scott yell when she dies. But nah. The sound is often so jacked up. I just don't even bother with it anymore in this game. They'll get it working right, and then it'll get fucked up again. It's like, And I'm so often playing in public places as well, other people in the room, that I just end up turning it off. Right, and I'm just used to playing without it. Normally at home here, before I started streaming, I would just listen to music at this moment while I would play on my PC. Yeah, sound has always been broken. All right, let's go for this 630. That looks like a tough team to fight too, but I feel like Empowered Thanos is gonna melt them. Yep, 560k on that Black Order. I'm hoping to push that up to 580 when I finish Dark Dimension 3 with some Red Star upgrades. I'm really leaning heavily into these guys, which is just what I tend to do. Whatever team, if there's a team that is specifically keeping me on top of the arena meta, then I lean into them hard. All right, I did this. I have a really good Black Bolt and a really good Yo-Yo for the same reason, because before these guys came around, it was Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Mr. Sinister, Ultron. Those were the characters that were getting me arena wins, and now it's all Black Order. So hear me and rejoice, for you are about to die at the hands of the children of Thanos. They're so good. They're so good. Just this basic alone. This has to be the best basic in the game right now. Bleeds everybody up, hits 3 targets, does sick damage. It's just so good. Now, solo, the standouts are pretty much Thanos and Maw. Thanos is still a good tank that feeds energy to the team if he's not empowered. And Maw, of course, is just a great support character to plug into any team. But when you put all 5 of these guys together, they are a wrecking ball that can jam out points on Blitz 8-3, that can clear any roadblock in your path on War, that can be a decently good roadblock themselves if you put them on defense, although I think that's misapplying them. Exactly, Swole. He just wrecks before anybody gets a chance to do anything. He's decimating half the team. It's so good. It is so good. All right, so let's see where we're at here. Go with Blitz. We need to do Arena. Although, of course, I think unless somebody's knocked us down in Arena, we're just going to sit still until later when I try to jump the number 1 guy. Yeah, a lot of times if, when people are looking at that top 5 and there's nothing for them to attack but 3 or 4 different Black Order teams, they're probably not picking mine. That's kind of what I'm aiming on and just trying to push the points. Ooh, oh, that sucks. That sucks hard. Mine are about like 620 with war buffs. And so I use them on offense, but yeah, they're over 600, well over 600 with war buffs. And a lot of fun to play. I dropped $1,500 one time, really better than that, more closer to 18 or 1900 on a trip to LA one time that I barely remember anything that happened on that trip. Mostly just remember fighting with my wife. I got nothing out of that money. But similar or less amount of money on Black Order, and I'm having a ball with them every day. And that's the way you got to look at any expenditures on this game. Is you can't look at it like an investment per se, although you may phrase it that way. You're buying an experience, right? You're buying an experience. It's daily fun that you can have at a hobby you enjoyed, and that it'll put you that much farther on top of the hobby, which is always fun. But you can't look at it like it's some kind of an asset that you're obtaining, because eventually you're going to stop playing the game, or the game's going to die, or something's going to happen, right? So you just look at it as money that you're putting toward an experience that you're having, but not just for one day, but on a daily basis for a long period of time. And I spent that money on that LA trip. Like that was back around like 2001, 2002. That was pretty big money for me back then. Now it doesn't hurt me as much. Financially, I'm probably closest to OMG. He's like me. He's a little bit of an older guy. He's had a successful career that I think he's stepped down or retired from. I am close to that point. I'm at the tail end of my career. I got a few years left put in at the factory, and then I can leave anytime I want. Pretty much as soon as I turn 50 years old, I'll be ready to walk. And anytime I can just retire. I can do this full time. I got other stuff that I might could pick up. We'll see how it goes. Or I might just stick at the factory for another 5-10 years. Who knows? Decide to buy me a couple of new vehicles before I head out the door. You guys seen those Ford Broncos? Oh my gosh. Oh, for real, Swole. Something can be valuable yet not worth anything to you. I have run into that situation. All right, so let's see here. Let's go knock out. We know we can get an 8-3 win with our brotherhood, the boys. Mostly for positioning there. 2 of the characters on this team cannot be blinded, or at least won't be. You can't blind Daredevil, and then of course she's going to open up with a move that's going to clear all of her negative effects, so she's not really blinded either, although it's listed above her head right now. Does save us some damage from Punisher for sure. The main thing here is to get everybody grouped together so that all these abilities hit everybody. Yeah, it doesn't have any effect. I think same thing with Bullseye, although nobody uses him, right? But you know, he can't be blinded because he's got so much accuracy, etc., etc. Just one of those things. Just one of those things. All right. Pretty much out of content, guys. But we got a nice crowd here. We got 14, 15 people in the channel, and I sure appreciate all of you. So we're at an hour, and I'm starting to crave some hash browns, but I can hang around a minute if somebody wants to PvP. We can kill some time with that. Or if you guys got something you'd like to chat about, then hit me with it. Ask back. Let's see here. That's cool, Swole. I don't want another butt whooping. I'm kidding. I'd take one. I'd take one. Well, bring it on. We'll do one. We'll go one quick one. Let me see if I can't restore some of my lost honor. Yeah, probably not. I do run into those people that every now and then can just outdraft me. I have an officer in the Locos, Nate. And Nate, you know, I'm about 4, maybe even 5 million TCP ahead of Nate. But he can punch way above his weight in classic draft by just outdrafting me. He puts together some combinations of teams that I really don't see coming sometimes. I'm pretty bad at the balanced, just because I have not done enough of it to become accustomed to character performance at this level. I'm used to characters performing a certain way for me, and then I bring them in here and it's not the same thing. And there's some characters that I love to use in classic draft that I try to stay away from in balance now because they seem to underperform my expectations. All right, I think we're gonna have to go with Ultron. And Hela. So anyway, if you're new here, welcome to Mortytown TV. My name's Vac. If you'd like to join us off camera, you can join our Discord. There's a link in the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link there as well. Yada, yada, yada. People told me I'd be crazy if I didn't put a link in there. But mostly we're just here to bring you some good high-level Marvel Strike Force action on a fairly daily basis. So let's see here. I'm going to start off with... I'm going to go with Ebony Maw. And I'm going to back him up with Falcon. If you're interested in joining the Mortytown family, you can apply in the Discord listed below. If you just want to hang out with us, there's an Ask a Vac channel. You can ask me anything you want. I'll try to get you an informed answer. If you want to just hang out with the Mortys and trade memes, I would suggest Blips and Chits or Planet Squanch. We got tons of Rick and Morty themed areas for you to interact with your fellow Marvel Strike Force players. So come on by. There's a place where you can check out pics of my roster. There's a place where you can show off pics of yours. Come on down and
show me what you got.
Good picks, Symbiote Spider-Man and Captain Marvel. Great picks. Shuri's a good choice. So anyway, yeah, come on down. If you're interested, we have spots in our cluster for Mortys of all TCPs. But we've probably got a place we can get you in. All right, let's see here. What's going to pair well now? I'll go with Minerva. And I really want to get rid of Symbiote Spider-Man, but I'm going to have to let you keep him. But my ma. All right, let's play with her. Why not? We're gonna kick some nuts and eat some. Wait a minute. We're gonna kick some butts and eat some nuts. Oh, you're totally right, Busta. I know. Oh. Bye-bye, Minerva. Oh, you see that squirrel in the face? Squirrel in the face. Ouch. I'm pretty sure Captain Marvel could solo me out from here, but still. These random squirrel throws are just too good. Actually, the first time I've used her outside of the opening event. I needed that good butt whipping. I need a pep talk after that though.
Well then get your shit together! Get it all together and put it in a backpack! All your shit! So it's together! And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it! Or put it in a shit museum, I don't care what you do! You just gotta get it together! Get your shit together!
You're absolutely right, Morty. You're absolutely right. So if you can give us a like or a subscribe out there, we sure appreciate it. Helps us get more eyeballs on the channel. We're growing. We're still pretty new to this whole content creation thing. And we're not as well known in the community as most streamers out there. But I feel like we have something to offer. Let's see here. I am probably going to go with the same opening move. So we'll do that exactly. Ultron and Hela. A lot of good choices. We'll go with damage and support. Took my Magneto. Ghost Rider. I'm gonna get rid of Magneto. Which way does he go, George? I didn't expect Taskmaster. Back to the well on Falcon. I'm going to trust Yo-Yo to do her job. Don't stun my DPS. Come on. Come on. Symbiote Spider-Man, so good. Well, I was counting on a low red star auto leveled Mr. Sinister to not be that impactful, let alone their clone, but you got me with the Maw. The Maw clone was a good choice. Your superior DPS one out there. I knew I should have took Symbiote Spider-Man. I'm going to drag this out a minute, but it's a good game. Oh no, this has gone on so long. So long. You're gonna get in trouble at work, Swole. You better. I think I hear your boss calling. They're like, Swole's been looking at his phone a long time. Not enough DPS on this auto-leveled yo-yo. I'm used to a little more production out of her. No red stars. Good game, Swole. Good game. All right. So there we go. That puts us a little closer to an hour and a half. We'll take our daily dose of ass whooping, and I'm going to move on to those hash browns and put them in my life. So that's going to wrap us up for Mortytown TV today. Thanks a lot, everybody, for coming along live who've been riding with me. You're the lifeblood of the stream, and we're glad to have you here. If you're catching us later on YouTube, hey, we love you too, man. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. We appreciate that. That's great for our metrics. If you can give us a like or a subscribe, we'd love that, because we'd love to see you back again. And we also love it too, because it helps us get more eyeballs on the channel, helps us grow. So till I see you guys again, be cool, keep gaming. My name is Vac, and I'm out of here.